Welcome back to Vegas Live with Nina, and I'm Nina, your host, and of course we're down here at the Pepper Mill, and I have Matthew Murray with me. Absolutely amazing. How are you?
I'm thrilled to be here.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And he's a comedian, so he said, you know, I didn't have one of the microphones on, and he said, well, it's better if it was off, because then he's funnier.
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
A joke in itself. How are you doing?
Doing very well. I was told this is the booth that Elvis reserved.
This is Elvis Presley's booth.
Oh my
well, actually,
gosh.
they changed the booth itself, but this is where he used to sit all the time, and he used to come in the back door because the Hilton, the old Hilton, which is now the Westgate, used to be the Hilton, and that's of course where he always performed. So this was his little place where he would come with his whole crew and everything. So.
Fantastic. I was actually married in Graceland. My wife and I got married in Elvis's backyard about, well, I better get this number right, 4.5 years ago. So, so now, yeah, so huge Elvis fan. So to be here amongst to know what where the king was is fantastic.
It was just meant to be.
Yes,
Isn't
absolutely.
that amazing? Yeah, what an incredible. I think we were just celebrating something of his, wasn't it?
Oh, yes, his 40th. It was the 40th. He would have been 82. Yeah, they just had the big 40th.
He would have been 82.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Wow, I can't imagine. You know.
Fantastic.
Amazing, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he brought a lot to life as of, you know, the music industry.
Yeah.
I think he opened up a whole new door of what music really was in his eyes. And yes, he was very religious, and I believe they just brought out a CD of his that's a lot of religious songs.
Absolutely, that's correct.
Yes, they just brought that out.
Yeah, one of the things I love most about Elvis was a real originator.
Yes.
He tried a lot of this. So in comedy, I'm trying to be a real originator as well.
So
trying to be very unattractive but funny. I think is the goal,
funny.
right? I don't want to be too intimidating or too good looking, so I purposely made sure that I waited 20 years into my comedy career before I got to Las Vegas. So, but now I'm finally here.
How's it going here?
Fantastic. Vegas is treating me like gold. I'm at the Rick's Rolling Smoke Barbecue on Wednesday.
Okay.
And the Royal Hookah Lounge on Friday. Some wonderful showcases.
What's a hookah lounge?
I can't wait to find out. I'm from
that's
Canada.
interesting.
I'm from Canada, and there's no hookah lounge. I have no idea.
Now, is the comedy the same in Canada as it is in Vegas?
Yeah, it's very similar, but there's a U. We put a U in a lot of our comedy.
You? How are you? Where are you?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
You know, I've actually been very lucky. I've been writing for an American comedy website called Comedy Wire, and it's been picking up really well. A lot of my comedy seems to be coming across to the American audiences.
How wonderful!
So I was like, well, I should try a few more shows down there. So now I've come to Vegas. After this, I'll be off to New York City to play golf.
I was going to say, how long are you here for?
I'm here for another week and a half.
Another week and a half?
Yes.
So you don't live here?
No, but I'd love to move here. That's the plan, actually, long term.
Another comedian? Do you think that?
I don't think there's very many comedians here. I think there's only like one or two.
Well, I don't know. I've been introduced.
No, absolutely. I think I would
got
love.
Me, didn't he?
I would love to be here. You know, it's a bit of a challenge. The borders seem to be getting a little stronger these days, but
to get in and get
absolutely.
out.
But
once you're in, you can't get out.
I got across. You know, you come across the border with a ponytail. They kind of look at your bags a little bit.
Do they? Really? Your bags or your suitcases?
A little bit of everything. Yeah, that's true. Is the bag, suitcase.
Yes.
I say cutlery. You guys say silverware.
I know. Well, silverware in England is definitely silver. It is silverware.
Yes.
But then we call it cutlery.
Yeah,
yes,
I guess cutlery, but I came here and they're like, oh, you're looking for flatware. So I'm learning a lot of it.
Yeah, then flatware.
Yes, there's no. I always order a rye and Coke, and they have no idea what that is. That's a whiskey and Coke, is what you call it here.
Whiskey and Coke.
We call it rye and Coke. Yeah. So I'm getting, and that is one of the things to doing comedy in Vegas is learning a few of those little.
I was going to say
language twists. The audience goes, I didn't quite understand that, and I've lost them. So I've had to adapt some of the American idioms to my language.
So they understand what you're talking about.
Absolutely, yeah.
Do you really want them to understand what you're talking about?
I do. I think so. I mean, if they just look at me blankly, it's all right as well. But yeah.
But whichever way. So you found out you have to change just the wording a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of tweaks, a little bit of word changes, but outside of that, I mean, the American audiences have been very welcoming.
They like that. The American people are just amazing.
It's awesome being here. Vegas has treated me like gold. I brought you a few little things here as well.
Well, what are,
so I'm from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada.
Okay, wherever that is.
I won't make you say that. It's Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. So that's about 400.
I'm not going to repeat that one.
It's about 400 kilometers, 300 miles away from nothing. Really in the middle of nowhere.
From nothing is nothing.
But the one thing that we do have that's very famous in Saskatoon is the Saskatoon berry. It only grows in about 300, 400 mile radius in all of North America.
Really?
And Gordon Ramsay was actually very recently in our part of the world to sample these.
Because we know who Gordon Ramsay is, the famous cook.
So he's going to. So what I've brought you here is a whole selection of Saskatoon berry products. I've got jams, sauces, chocolates, all kinds of wonderful
I love presents.
things.
How did you know I like presents?
I know. I've got this DVD of this guy. I don't know who that is, but
is that you?
I don't know.
Who is this? Let me see who.
Yeah, that's
this is Matthew Murray. This guy here. Hey, I noticed. Nick, we have a question.
Yes. They want to know if they were. How many spots are you performing at when you do go back to Canada? I mean, are you?
Canada, I play coast to coast. I mean, I do a lot of corporate work, but I do all of the different shows all through Canada. If any of the Canadian bookers are watching, they can always reach me or one of my agents through MatthewMurray.ca. But I've been coast to coast in Canada for the last 20 years. This is sort of my first official foray into the United States, and they're just showcases. So if the IRS is watching, I'm not making any money on this trip. But yeah, I'm finally crossing the southern border and trying to make my spot here. But I'll be coming to I'm coming to Calgary and Edmonton before the end of the year. And the phone's
You said
ringing.
you were going to New York too. You said you were going.
Yes, I actually have been asked to appear on one of the new talent showcases at Gotham Comedy Club in Manhattan, in New York City.
Wow.
The big time.
The big time.
Yeah, so I'm very excited. So Vegas happened to be very timely because now I get a chance to work a few of the kinks out of the hose, and then
a few of those phrases put together, and you'll be ready for New York.
Exactly. So yeah, New York, I'm coming your way too to play Gotham, and then from there we'll see where it goes.
See where it goes.
Yeah.
And you seem very excited about this transition and where you're going and what you're doing. Did it call for this, or you were kind of ready to sort of move forward?
I think I am. I mean, I've done comedy for a long time. I've always enjoyed doing it, but there's something about America that I'm just digging. I just like every time you hear the stories. Well, I came here over the boat, and I had a chance to make my dream come true. Once you get here, you really feel that.
And do you feel you have to work hard at it? You've really got to get yourself out there. You've got to be seen. You've got to try to get into the small clubs and then get into the big ones.
I think you got to get the door open a crack.
Yes.
Once you get a chance to appear on something like Vegas with
Nina, right? Yeah, Vegas Live with Nina.
Once you get to appear here, right? Get a few people get it, and then they go, okay, well, let's give him 6 minutes. Let's just let him go.
Yes.
And then they go, oh, actually, he's got 90 minutes of material. He can work clean.
Can you give me a couple of jokes? I mean, oh, maybe not. You said open the door a little bit, so I did.
You did open the door a little bit. No, it's been great being down. I'm trying to lose weight is what I'm trying to do. I'm down 37 pounds.
So how are you losing the weight?
Diet and exercise, which are both horrible.
I couldn't agree with you more. I don't like dieting. I don't like exercising. I don't like swimming. I don't like walking. I don't like doing any of this stuff.
I go to the gym. The gym I go to, the first thing I got to do when I get in there, I got to scan a barcode to get in. Like why is there security for a gym?
I have no idea.
Who is stealing exercise? There's
maybe they're stealing the machines or
that's
something.
but you think they'd notice if you were dragging a Bowflex out the door. Like, oh, I brought this one with me,
Yeah, I'm just trying this back in.
This was in my car.
They're rather different. Now, diet-wise, have you cut down on your
Yeah, I found anything that tastes good. Really, as long as you don't eat that, you're golden.
Fine.
Yeah.
Well, I've been told that anything white, which means bread, pasta, and all that stuff, cut all that out.
Cookies, cake, pasta, all of that.
Yeah, it's all the good stuff.
Yeah.
You know, those cakes with the cream on top and everything else, and the donuts, with all the stuff and the strawberry and jam in it.
She told to be here. Stop.
Well, you're getting hungry. Are you drooling?
I haven't had that forever. We're here at the Peppermill. I'm like, we're looking at that right now. Oh my gosh.
That's amazing. So anyway, you're a new comedian in town. You're doing good. You love Vegas.
Love Vegas. Treating me wonderful. I'm here till next Wednesday. I'm here. I fly out on Wednesday, so I'm here to the 12th. So any other showcases?
Okay. So anybody who wants to reach you, how can they reach you?
MatthewMurray.ca. Easiest way to do it. 2 T's. MattheWMurray. MatthewMurray.ca. Yeah, I've got a wonderful team, web development team. Foggy Lemon out of Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, doing a great job with all of my web presence and stuff. So they're watching. They're getting all the messages to me.
Anybody else you'd like to give a shout out to? You have a manager or anybody?
You know what? Just the missus. The wife has been with me, and she's been very supportive. Yeah, she's wonderful. And
you have another question.
They want to know if you want to try to venture into movies.
I've done some extra work on TV. I haven't done any movies. I would like to. When Brad Pitt and I are on the same screen at the same time, women just can't decide. They're like, oh, Brad, but man. And so I understand that I'm going to have to find a niche role. But absolutely, I would love to.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I like a little role with Brad Pitt as well. When you're on, get me on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but no, I do have. I'm working anything. I'm classically trained in theater.
Okay.
I went and got my classical arts degree in theater, and then I realized I'm never going to be 6'2" with a chiseled jaw. Okay. I actually have no discernible chin, which is why I have a goatee. Is just
to hide, so
if I had a chin, this is where it would be. So now with the hair, you can see it there.
You can actually find it.
Yeah. So
otherwise, it just rolled into the face.
It's just one neck. It's just a neck with a head on top. But when I went to consider movies and stuff, it was like, well, I'm never going to be a 6'2" leading man, Harrison Ford look, which is actually how I got to stand-up comedy in the first place. Like, well, if I'm always going to be the funny sidekick or the comic relief, I may as well just be a comedian.
Just be a comedian.
Absolutely. Now it's my own set, it's my own script, and it's great.
Awesome.
But theater, TV, anything, anywhere where I can be in front of people, and that's where I'm happiest.
Absolutely wonderful. He's been an amazing guest, and good luck to you in Vegas. And sort of, you're working on Wednesday, so you've got a lot of stuff going on. Absolutely wonderful, and all the best in New York.
Thank you so much.
We'll be right back.
Pleasure.
Thank you. We'll be right back.